Hi everyone, this is Sarah Weidman with the Stressless Student, and I'm really excited because this week my mom is coming to visit and I am going to ask her to help me clean out my closet. But what's interesting is that when she came to visit last time, she did my dishes without asking me. She thought she was doing me a favor, and I actually got really upset about it. So I'm curious to know, do you know what the difference is between her just doing the dishes and not asking me, and me being really excited about her assisting me to clean out my closet? So I asked one of my students this, and he said, well, in the first instance, you didn't ask her for her help and she just did it. And in the second instance, you're asking her to help you do something. And that is exactly right. And I'm curious to know for you if when your parents ask you about homework or studying, if suddenly you feel that tense stress, but if you ask them for assistance, if there's a little bit more relief in it. So this is something that I'm working on with my students because a lot of them feel pressure and stress when parents ask them about homework, and parents end up feeling stressed because they feel like they're nagging their kids and sometimes the homework isn't getting done. So both parties are at a loss. So questions that I've been coming up with my students, right? So I'll say, hey, so your parents need to be involved in your homework somehow. They feel better when they know that you have a plan or they know what's going on. So what kinds of questions can they ask you that you will feel okay about? So one student said at first, they can ask me, how's homework going? So the problem with that question is that it's okay, right? There's not any evidence based of it doesn't allow for that conversation to go anywhere. But he was really proud of himself because he had just started using Google Calendar as a way to keep track of his assignments, and he's doing really well about it. So I said, well, how about they ask you, hey, can you show me how you're using Google Calendar? Which is a genuine question because they actually didn't know. And I have another student who has some challenges getting his chemistry homework done. So he came up with the question, hey, how about they can ask me, do you have chemistry homework? Do you have a plan to finish your chemistry homework? And can I see your finished chemistry homework at certain points, right? Because that way, number one, you're getting the help that you need. Number two, you're being held accountable. And number three, they feel better because they're seeing the things that are getting done. And when you can expect that the question is coming, then and that you're asking for it, then you're asking your parents to be your assistant. So I'm curious to know what kinds of questions you feel comfortable with your parents asking you. And if you want to reply in the comments or to an email to me, I'd love to hear from you. And thanks, Mom, for helping me clean out my closet this week.